Bill Ackman is an American billionaire investor and hedge fund manager. He is the founder and CEO of Pershing Square Capital Management, which he started in 2004. Before that, in 1992, he started Gotham Partners, which he had to close in 2001 after he made a number of bad calls and started to change from a diversified hedge fund to a holding company with a portfolio of private companies. And right now, his portfolio is worth almost $7.9 billion. So let's see what moves he made in the last quarter and how is his portfolio structured. The biggest investment is Universal Music Group, 38.12%. Lowe's companies, 14.5%. Chipotle Mexican Grill, 12.4%. Restaurant Brands International, 9.6%. Hilton Worldwide Holdings, 9%. Howard Hughes Corporation, 8.7%, Canadian Pacific Railway 7.6%. So let's go back in time and analyze the history of his current investments. And hopefully we can find some patterns in his behaviors and maybe learn something on the way. But before we do that, there was one very interesting move from Bill Ackman in the last quarter that we just have to mention. He sold 100% of his shares in Dominos Pizza. He bought his first shares in Q1 2021 and he controlled around 5% of this company. And really, this investment didn't go anywhere. And after selling the shares, Ackman wrote, "In light of the company's relatively high valuation, in the context of a volatile market environment, we decided to exit our investment to raise cash for alternative investment opportunities." So if we translate that to plain English, we get something like, we made a small amount of money and it's time to find a much better investment. Okay, so now let's analyze Bill Ackman's portfolio and let's start with Canadian Pacific Railway. The railway owns approximately 21,000 kilometers, that is 13,000 miles of tracks in Canada and the United States. And in December 2021, the company completed its acquisition of Kansas City Southern, creating the first rail network that spans through Canada, US, and Mexico. Bill Ackman bought a lot of shares of Canadian Pacific Railway in 2011, and he developed a plan to replace the CEO. They fought for a long time, but ultimately they replaced not only the CEO, but most of the board. And the execution of the plan went better than expected, creating a significant value for the shareholders. He exited this investment in 2016. And just recently, in Q4 2021, he is back. At the moment on a much smaller scale, but in the last quarter, he added over 417% to his investment. So we will just have to wait and see what will happen in the future. His second smallest investment is Howard Hughes Corporation. It is a real estate development and management company based in Texas. It was formed in 2010 as a spin-off from General Growth Properties. Ackman bought his first shares in Q4 2010 for around $54. The price was going nicely up and he sold almost all of his shares. But then, in Q1 2020, the price went down from around $126 to just $50, and then Bill Ackman invested in a big way. Ackman currently owns almost 32% of the company, and Pershing Square Capital Management is the biggest investor by far with Vanguard with only 10.5%. So he didn't buy any extra shares in the third quarter of 2022, but he is buying in the fourth quarter. And we know that already because he owns so much shares that he is treated as an insider and has to file such information almost immediately after buying the shares and not just once a quarter in his 13F. And it is a big change. In a matter of 1 week, he bought over 2 million shares. So maybe this is the better investment that Ackman was talking about when he decided to sell Dominos Pizza. Well, time will tell. Next up is Hilton Worldwide Holdings. But before we take a look at this company, I would really appreciate if you would press the like button to help this channel grow. Thank you so much, and back to Bill Ackman. Hilton Worldwide Holdings is an American multinational hospitality company that manages and franchises a broad portfolio of hotels and resorts. Hilton has 18 brands across different market segments. And Bill Ackman bought his first shares in Q4 2018 for something around $72. When the price fell in Q1 2020, he added another 30% to this investment. And he was selling it slowly, making a nice profit on the way. But in the last quarter, he actually added over 1% to this investment. Now let's take a look at Restaurant Brands International. It is a multinational fast food holding company. It was formed in 2014 by a merger between Burger King and Canadian coffee shop and restaurant chain Tim Hortons. And it expanded in 2017 when it purchased an American fast food chain, Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen. The company is currently the 5th largest operator of fast food restaurants in the world. And in December 2021, they bought Firehouse Subs for $1 billion. So they are expanding all the time. And Bill Ackman bought his shares in Q4 2014, so at the very beginning of this company. And we see the same scenario as with other companies. He is slowly selling the shares when they are expensive and buying some more when the price is down. And in the last quarter, he bought extra 1.5% of his shares. The third biggest investment for Bill Ackman is Chipotle Mexican Grill. So another fast food chain. Chipotle operates restaurants in United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, and France. Ackman invested in Chipotle in 2016 for around $400 per share, and currently one share costs $1,500. And the interesting thing here is that for 2 years, the price didn't go anywhere and Ackman did nothing. But when it went up a bit, he started to slowly sell the shares. But at some point, he just decided to keep this company and let it compound. I think he really believes that it is a great investment and that he will keep it for a very, very long time. And Ackman didn't make any changes to this position in the last quarter. The second biggest investment for Bill Ackman is Lowe's Companies. It is an American retail company specializing in home improvements. The company operates a chain of retail stores in United States and Canada. The company operates over 2,000 home improvement and hardware stores in North America. Lowe's is the second largest hardware chain in the world. Bill Ackman bought his first shares in Q2 2018 for around $95. Presently, the price is closer to $187. As we can see with this position, the story is a little bit different. He is still buying when the price is going down, but he didn't make any substantial sales. It means that he has a strong conviction in this company, not only because he is gathering more and more shares. In the last quarter, he added another 1.6%, but also because it is his biggest US investment. So now we get to his biggest investment overall. Universal Music Group. It is a Dutch-American multinational music corporation, the biggest music company in the world. The company went public on September 21st, 2021, and Bill Ackman acquired 10% of Universal Music Group prior to its IPO on the Amsterdam Stock Exchange. As we can see, the stock is slightly down compared to its IPO price. So just as we saw in other investments, when the stock is down, he either buys or he does nothing. So it seems that Ackman is just waiting to see where this investment will take him. So that is Bill Ackman's portfolio. And what key points can we take away from this analysis? Well, I see a few. 1, he never sells when the stock is down. 2, when it is up, he usually sells just a small part of it. So he is securing the gains from the investment, but he also gives time for this investment to grow. 3, he invests in high-quality businesses that are simple, predictable, and that produce a lot of cash. And as we could see, he does make bold, big moves. That is why he is really concentrated and he does not have any positions that are below 7.5% of the portfolio. So only the best ideas make their way into the portfolio. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting. Bye bye.